Okay, 9:15 everybody, and we are officially in Lenten season. And for those who observe the 40 days of Lent, you may be looking for some meat-free options.
Or maybe you're incorporating meatless Mondays into your home. Well, joining us with a meat-free menu is Cindi Avila. So good morning, Cindi.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm talking about my favorite topic, meat-free food.
Yes.
And of course, people are observing it during Lent right now. A lot of people are eating meat-free. I do eat meat-free year-round. And I know people struggle with it. Oh, it's so hard. You know, it's never been hard for me to eat meat-free, and now it's only easier and easier as more options come onto the market.
I was going to say, to me, it would seem very challenging.
Yeah.
Anytime
so there's all the,
tried.
you know, the standards you can do. You can do more mushrooms, you can do more veggies and everything, but I like to incorporate protein, and people are very big in protein now.
Good.
So there's a lot of vegan, vegetarian, plant-based proteins. So one of that I want you to try that people always think about. This is a vegan jerky, a plant-based jerky.
Okay.
And try it.
Can we
it's
just
like,
take?
Okay. It's just a jerky. Yep. It's the kind that, you know, and because protein diets are really big right now, and it's high in protein.
That's actually good.
Yes.
And what is this?
So there's like a soy protein concentrate in there and a lot of veggies that they work miracles these days, and it's so great.
Of meat.
Right? It's
the
so
texture
good.
of the jerky.
I think that's one thing people are always like, oh, beef jerky, you know, like how do you replicate that? And because you want to get protein in during Lent and all year round.
That's really good.
It's really good.
I like this whole thing that you're doing for today, because I think people think, oh, I'll just do pizza Fridays during Lent or whatever it may be.
Pasta.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
pasta.
that's all we eat during Lent.
But I know a lot of people are watching carbs these days and everything, and you know, so I'm always big on protein. So this is actually a take on pulled pork.
Okay. Ooh.
So yes, and it's got a little barbecue taste on it, and it's delicious. Because a lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna miss my pork, I'm gonna miss my cold cuts, my chicken, whatever. And nowadays they just have it all.
Wait.
This is amazing.
Yes. Right?
It's come a long way.
Yes. Right? See?
Because if you give it to me, you didn't tell me.
Yeah, and I always say too, once you put a little sauce on something, like what is pork? You know, when you just cook pork with no sauce, it's bland. You put a little sauce on it, the same sauce you would use to cook your pork dish, and
again,
it's great.
What is this made of?
That is also a wheat gluten. So I don't know if you've heard of seitan, but it's a wheat protein, and that really replicates pork, I think, better in some of the meatier dishes.
The texture is really like
Yeah.
You're right about the sauce. I just put ketchup on everything for my daughter.
Exactly.
And she eats it all.
Yeah. And then cold cuts.
Okay.
This is what he's not.
So far. This particular
convince me
cold
here.
cut, all of this actually came from the Fresh Market, which there's locations in Smithtown and Scarsdale.
Okay.
Love the Fresh Market. This is no soy in here, mostly veggies.
Take a look.
It's got, it's actually like sweet potatoes and carrots and everything. And
so what would you compare this to, like a bologna?
so a thinly sliced bologna, I would say, or maybe a thinly sliced salami.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
I mean, do you like this one has no soy. So for people trying to avoid soy, this is all veggie based. For me, cold cuts were one of the things that was until very recently, you know, hard to duplicate. And I feel like, again, put a little cheese, some, you know, a little fun mayo in there.
But that's not real
lettuce.
cheese either. I mean,
that is actually, I did put. So a lot of people avoid meat, but not cheese, which I'm vegetarian, so that is the case. So
that's really good.
Yes.
Okay.
And then this is supposed to be like teriyaki chicken. So this is a plant-based chicken, which is also soy-based, but with veggies and pea proteins. And give it a shot. It's you know, because chicken, I know chicken's probably the #1 thing that, you know, people love and eat every day.
Good too.
Okay, the texture is so good.
Yes. I'm telling you, things have come so far. This is a great one. And when you're looking for these things, by the way, some are in the refrigerator case, some are in the freezer case. You know, what I love is you can always kind of stock them, have them on hand. They're so easy to cook versus, you know, never have to worry about undercooking your chicken again if you do this.
Well, I was going to say,
yes,
true.
Exactly.
Yes. And then we've got a chorizo, which you would put this in a taco or on something, and this is actually like porcini mushroom based. No soy again. It has a pea protein concentrate in it. So a lot of pea proteins. I'm very big into pea proteins.
Yeah.
Here you go.
It's funny, my kids
Does
actually
it taste like mushroom?
it has that little smoky kind of
Not a mushroom guy.
Yeah. It has a little smoky mushroom kind of taste, I would say.
No, that's good.
Yeah, and imagine it in a taco or something else. And the possibilities are endless. And
Wow.
Yeah. Again, that's also at the Fresh Market. You can find this though in the city. I mean, the great thing is everything is becoming so much more readily available. I mean, I remember years ago when in the city, it would be very hard. I'd have to go to one market to find certain things. Now, you can, go to your supermarket and they've got everything right there.
I feel like this came a long way in terms of the meatless proteins, and gluten-free has come a long way in terms of taste, texture, all of it. You can't really tell the difference.
Yep.
And it's like, if you didn't tell me maybe the cold cut,
okay.
But if you didn't tell me anything else, I would be like, okay, I would never know.
Exactly.
I'm so impressed though that there's no meat here.
Yeah. So don't be
Literally.
scared when you say you're giving up meat. I hope people that gave up meat for Lent also kind of continue some of these things, and take them past Lent and just start incorporating or swapping things out. It's so easy to make these little swaps. And, like I said, instead of cooking for hours in the kitchen, I cook very quickly. I'm so impatient. So this food is great for me because a lot of it is kind of pre-cooked. This took me 5 minutes to make pulled pork. You know how long pulled pork can make?
Oh my gosh.
It can take
Slow
hours.
cooker?
You're slow cooking it. And that took me basically 5 to 8 minutes to saute up.
Now we're talking.
So it's not only, good for you, I think it's a time saver, which
Yes.
So, yeah.
All right, Cindi, thanks so much. Great ideas. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cindi and I used to work together 15 years ago.
So did we.
In the past.
Yes, so did we.
Oh my gosh, the good stuff. Reunion. Look at this little reunion.